What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here, and I think we need to talk about Apex Legends and just how special it is to be a part of this time in gaming. Apex Legends is revealing something very true about the gaming industry and about its consumers. Apex Legends took 72 hours to get 10 million players. I do not remember a game that just encompassed and took over the gaming industry so fast. I was there when Halo 3 came out for the Xbox 360. I was there when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out, and basically everybody played that game. But there's still something uniquely special about Apex Legends. And I think it starts and ends with its being free to play. The fact that it has no barrier to entry and anybody can play it allows itself to have so much more potential. That is a great move by Respawn Entertainment, and I don't know if EA had a say in it or not, but for Respawn Entertainment to essentially say we're making this Battle Royale game and it's going to be free to play allows access to everybody. And that's one of the things that allowed so many people to fall in love with Fortnite. I believe there's a ton of great games on the market out there. I believe that there's so many games that I wish I had the chance to play, but I didn't because they were never free to play. That barrier to entry of $60, sometimes even more, especially the fact that games in Canada are $90 after tax, puts a lot of players back and pushes them off from purchasing games. You know, I don't think we'll ever see sports games become free to play. I doubt we'll see Call of Duty or first person shooters with campaigns ever become free to play. But when it comes to Battle Royale games like this, they need to be free to play. And Apex Legends takes full advantage of it. And I know that they're going to come out with a battle pass. I know that they have loot boxes, but I don't really care. Because that's optional monetization. That's optional purchases that the consumer can make and choose to make if they so need to. And I think that's a great decision by Respawn. Instead of the forcing a person to buy multiplayer like they are in Battlefield 5 and Black Ops 4 to be able to get the Battle Royale. Never mind in Battlefield 5, forcing players to wait months to access it. Apex Legends just gives it to you right away for free. And this game had little to no marketing at the start, and I still see very little marketing for it now. They're doing it the right way. They went to creators and said, come play our game first, let us know. And creators went, and they didn't talk about it until it launched, and they said, guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. And it pushed people to go play it, and then word of mouth spread, and because it's accessible to anybody, everybody started to play it. It's the next big thing. You know, I had a video go out about a year and a half ago talking about the next big thing in gaming, and it was PUBG and Fortnite. And I talked about how Battle Royale games were going to be the next big thing. But one thing I forgot to mention was I didn't think carbon copies would become the next big thing. And that's the one thing that Apex Legends isn't. It's not a carbon copy of its predecessors in the Battle Royale scene. It's not the same as DayZ, PUBG, Fortnite, or Blackout. It is completely different. I love the take on forcing you to be in a 3-man squad. Now, granted, I would like to see solos come in and some limited time modes enter as well. But as it stands right now, as of launch a week in, being forced to play in a 3-man team is awesome. And by doing that, they are able to kind of shine a light on its teamwork system with the different champions and heroes you choose and how well those work together and don't work together. It highlights the respawn system that they brought into the game, as well as highlighting the ping system. And the ping system to me is the most unique take that they've had. It's a simple change. It's something that should be in every Battle Royale game. And I wouldn't be surprised if Fortnite, Blackout, PUBG in a future update includes it. Because as of right now, I love the amount of intel you can get by your team working together and knowing where supply chests are, enemies are, where guns are if you need them, anything and everything. I'm enjoying it a ton because of that. I think the ping system really works well in this game, and I'm interested to see if other games will bring in it. The one big thing that I had to say about Blackout when it was released was I felt it was too much like PUBG, and I felt PUBG did it better. That opinion might have changed now. I do feel that Blackout is a very strong mode. But regardless of that, Apex Legends doesn't try to piggyback off of Blackout or PUBG's kind of realistic approach or the cartoony approach of Fortnite. It brings in its unique approach to Battle Royale. I love the fact that it's placed in the Titanfall universe, a universe I do love and want to explore more. I have a ton of fun with this game so far. I love the respawn system. I love the fact that if a teammate dies and you wipe out the squad that took him out and he's dead, you can pick up his banner, respawn him in, and you can be a full team again. This game is centered around teamwork, which is a very unique approach to Battle Royale, where it's normally, okay, I want to get geared up. Now it's let's get geared up as a team. One other thing that I really like that Respawn did in this game was the loot, in my opinion, or the areas. You know, it's not like Fortnite where it's Salty Springs and Pleasant Park, and that's where the bulk of people land, and that's where the bulk of the loot is. There's loot basically everywhere you go, and they range from being really good loot to very low tier loot. And it'll tell you when you approach new places what kind of tier the loot's going to be in that area. But regardless of that, I find the loot to be a little bit more scarce. Instead of, you know, rummaging through buildings, breaking down walls like you do in Fortnite, in this game, you just kind of run around, go into buildings, pick things off the floor, and keep moving forward. And that's one of the things that I've noticed in this game, is I never find myself trapped inside the circle, or outside of the circle, like I've found myself to have happen so many times in Fortnite. Because you're constantly moving, trying to go from place to place to place to get more loot, instead of, you know, I'm going to stay in Pleasant Park and try to loot every building, or I'm going to go to Lucky Landing, which was one of my favorite spots in Fortnite, and I'm going to loot as many buildings as possible. Oh shit, now I only have a minute to get all the way to, like, Tilted Towers, and that's a long run. In this game, you're constantly moving because the loot is so scarce. Even though there is a lot there, you're still sharing it among 3 players all the time, if not more, because of where squads are landing. The other thing that plays into the squad play as well is everybody goes together, everybody jumps at the same time, everybody goes the same speed, and that's one thing I've really noticed in both Fortnite and Blackout that has been frustrating at times, is when you jump, you don't all jump at the same time, you don't all go the same velocity, you guys all deploy your parachutes at different times, and you don't land in the same spot. In this game, everybody lands in the same area, so you have the best chance to be able to gear up together and be able to push that fight together. To me, I think Apex Legends, if supported properly, will be the #2 Battle Royale game, and may even dethrone Fortnite. I think it's going to take a lot to do it, because as of right now, still not a ton of people know about Apex Legends. You know, there are 10 million players, but I was at hockey practice yesterday with the team I coach, and I was talking to the players, and they're like, oh, Fortnite, and I'm like, well, have you guys tried Apex Legends yet? Oh, see, bye to that guy's head, by the way. I was like, oh, have you tried Apex Legends yet? And they just looked at me, and they're like, no, I don't have the money for it. I said, man, it's free to play. They're like, oh, well, I don't have room on my PC. I'm like, do you have a console? Yeah. Download it on your console. Wait, it's on console? And it was just like that kind of conversation where I just kind of laughed. It's like, oh, that sucks. You didn't know that? Well, here's the information. Now go get it. And I think as this game continues to grow through word of mouth and through YouTube and through Twitch, we're going to see a real rise here. The determining factor for me, and I think for Apex Legends as well, is to see how Respawn Entertainment supports this game. I think it'll do a very good job, but to kind of be able to meet the bar or exceed the bar that Epic has set as per supporting a game, it'll be tough to see, and I'm intrigued to see what they do, because it could be a very well done process, or it could fall flat on players. Time will tell with this game, and that's the one thing, is as of right now, not only am I optimistic about this game, not only am I having a ton of fun with this game, the future looks bright. And I think with free-to-play games and with the way this game took off, it might make some executives at Activision and EA rethink what they want to do with some of their modes moving forward. Thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section about Apex Legends. Who's your favorite champion, hero? Who's your favorite person to play with? How many wins do you got? And until next time, guys, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button. Bad intro, or outro.